Hello and welcome to a review video, because I've read a book and I've got something to say about it. It is about this book called Mortarion the Pale King of the Horus Heresy Primarch series, which I did not know existed. And this is apparently the last book, and it's about Mortarion. And as a big fan of everything Nurgle, Death Guard and Mortarion, I of course had to read it. But I'm not very happy with the book. And it is actually a problem that was also in this book, also for the Horus Heresy of Mortarion, which is basically his origin story. I wasn't really happy with this book, but before I explain why, let me first give a very brief overview of what the book is about. Now, I won't do any spoilers in case you want to read it yourself, but basically the Pale King is about Mortarion's first command as a Legion commander for the Death Guard. He chooses his own mission, and he goes forth, he does something horrible, and he's being censured by the Emperor, by the Big E. So he has to go back to the place where it all began, and he'll have a conversation with Horus and Sanguinius. So I thought, oh, that's cool. There's going to be like this whole discussion between brothers, you know, two on one side, the other, trying to understand Mortarion, see what's going on. But it doesn't really happen. So basically the whole book is basically the retelling of what happened in every detail possible. We're not getting a lot of talk between the Primarch brothers. We're basically getting like 90% of the book is recounting what happened. And I know it's a Warhammer 40k book, so you need a battle. This was not what I was looking for. Besides the fact that the tactics that the Death Guard are using in this book are just plain stupid and totally not as the Death Guard should be. You know, the Death Guard are slow, purposeful, and relentless. But the tactics that they're using here, I won't get into details in case you want to read the book, but they're unlike, they should be suited for other legions, I'm sure. But now the main problem I'm having with these two books basically is that two problems. One, Mortarion comes off as a very one-dimensional character. Maybe that's just Mortarion, but I like to think there's more to him than just being a death cosplayer, basically, spewing one-liners and being very, very sullen. There has to be more to it than that. But the writers of these books don't agree, and they basically let Mortarion take the backseat in his own stories. So they talk about every character. They just keep adding characters and not giving any spotlight to Mortarion. Especially the Pale King is really bad. Where basically they're describing the whole event. The event is over and they're still dealing with the aftermath of the whole event, and they're just writing about other people. And I want to know about Mortarion, but also the whole battle. There are Space Marines against normal drugged up humans, and there's no real danger at any time. Apparently there's like this ticking, like a ticking time bomb situation where they need to do this in a day and a night or else, but it's not really exciting. I was really hoping for a good discussion book between the Primarchs dealing with morals and the atrocities of war, but it doesn't really happen. So it's a shame. Now you could say that, oh, well, I guess Mortarion and the Death Guard are just very one-dimensional, but that's not really true, because there's also this book, The Lords of Silence, which is about a Death Guard warband. And it's actually really good. It's it deals with the captain who is actually from the old guard. He's not fully into Nurgle yet, but he's dealing with, like, he's on the Plague Planet, he's dealing with his legionaries, which are fully committed to Nurgle. He's dealing with that. There's some good stuff in this book, but for some reason, they just don't know how to deal with Mortarion himself, and that's just a shame. So, yeah, as a big Nurgle and Death Guard fan, I cannot really recommend this book, to be honest. You know, I just wanted to voice my opinion about this book, because I love Mortarion, I love the Horus Heresy, but this is just a shame. Well, that is all I got for today. Thanks for watching.